Glad to have you. Welcome. It is the Joe Pags Show. 1-800-383-9624, joepags.com. I'm glad you stopped by today. So the Tulsa officer has been charged now, first-degree manslaughter. I don't know what the terms are or the details are, the characteristics of the crime have to be called first-degree manslaughter. We can sort of look into that, but it's a serious charge. It's a serious charge. For the DA to charge her, the DA is saying, I see enough evidence that says charges are appropriate here, that something wrong was done to this citizen. And again, I don't want this racial uprising at all. Closing down I-85 in Charlotte, North Carolina makes no sense to me. Shutting down I-35 in Minneapolis makes no sense to me. Closing down roadways and oppressing the community so you can complain about how badly you're being oppressed doesn't make sense. Robbing the Walmart or blowing out businesses, windows at businesses, or blowing out windows at apartment complexes doesn't make sense, isn't solving the problem. So you've got a group of people who are looking to do bad and looking for a reason to do bad. I think the National Guard should have been brought into North Carolina sooner than it's being brought into North Carolina. But having said that, if you're going to have a peaceful protest, a peaceful march, a peaceful gathering, one would assume it would happen in Tulsa, not in North Carolina. But Oklahoma is guaranteed red. Think about that. Oklahoma is guaranteed Trump. Pretty much. I don't think there's much of a chance that it goes anywhere else. And we're hurting Oklahoma. We're hurting Enid in the Oklahoma City area, and we appreciate that. North Carolina was for Hillary Clinton recently. The latest poll, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Carrie, I think is 5% in favor of Trump now in North Carolina.
I believe so.
That's the latest. 5% lead for Trump. Suddenly, with Donald Trump leading and Hillary Clinton needing every state she can get, because she's probably going to lose Florida too, which she was really counting on. Suddenly, we have Black Lives Matter, racist organization. Let me just give you a side note here. We are based in San Antonio, Texas. Love San Antonio. Been in San Antonio more than 11 years now. Put up with Kerry Lockheed for more than 9.
Oh, come
nuts,
on. Put up
nuts.
with you for 9.
Yeah, I don't think so. So they had some gathering, I think it was yesterday at City Hall in San Antonio. Great city. Love my Spurs, love the Riverwalk, love it all. They had some gathering, and it was about, I believe the lead in our story on our local station, on our flagship, WOAI, was we're trying to make sure San Antonio doesn't become another Charlotte. I'm pretty sure that's what we were leading with. And gathering at City Hall, where the mayor happens to be black, I supported her. In fact, I supported her to the point that I believe she won that job over Letitia Van de Putte, who was a far and away favorite. I believe she won that job because people like me said, you know what, she's doing a really, really good job. A hell of a lot better than we'd have with this other person. So I digress. The mayor gathers with the police, and they also invited members of Black Lives Matter. Now, I'm like, what? That would be like saying we have to improve relations with the white community. Let's invite the Klan. Now, you can quote me. You can take that to the bank. The Black Lives Matter movement is not a movement for equal or fair anything. It's a movement against police and against white people. It's against anybody other than black people. That's what it is. To invite a racist organization to City Hall to try to help you fix the relationship between police and the community is ridiculous. You know what you do? Go to the community, because Black Lives Matter doesn't live necessarily in the community in San Antonio. Doesn't necessarily live in the community in Charlotte or Tulsa or Ferguson. It is an entity that is an anarchist movement. When I had the Black Lives Matter idiot on in Minneapolis, and I can't remember the person's name. It was a girl who wanted to be a boy. It was a transgender. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But when we had the person on, they said, we're sick and tired of black people being killed in the street, murdered in the street by police. There's 100 black people over some certain course of time. And I said, well, how many white people? What? Then I said, well, how many Hispanics? I said, how many of those who were killed were armed? What? This isn't about fairness. This isn't about equal justice. This isn't about stopping oppression. This is about revenge in some of their minds. And it's also, if you look at their bylaws, they would like to disarm and disempower the police. Think about that. They just want anarchy in the streets. And they want some sort of revenge for what they see as the ills of the past not having been avenged yet. That's what's really going on. So I urge you, Charlotte, Tulsa, Ferguson, Baltimore, San Antonio, et al. I urge you, yes, get together with the communities, all the communities, no matter what they happen to be, racially, ethnically, ancestrally. Get with the communities, find out what the concerns are, have outreach, work together. We've got great police chiefs all over the place. We've got great members of the community. But if you're going to have a meeting, don't invite some named organization that is a known racist organization and then pretend like you're solving a problem. You're making it much, much worse. This is an organization that still says hands up, don't shoot. We saw a video of that all day. Hands up, don't shoot. That never happened in Ferguson. It didn't happen. You know who told me? Eric Holder, the race baiter in chief when he was the head of the Department of Justice. That's who told me. So stop kowtowing to organizations that are racist organizations. Start using your head. Go to the side of town where you believe there's a problem between police and the community and invite the community, the leaders of the community, the moms, the dads, the grandparents, the kids. Invite them to take part, not some organization that you think looks good in a headline somewhere. Use your head. Really be smart here and do something right. Because look at the melting down in Charlotte right now. Why is that happening? Because some white police officer shot an unarmed black man? No. It was a black police officer shooting an armed black man, and the black police chief says this is exactly how it happened, according to most of the black witnesses that were there. Yet for some reason, Black Lives Matter is there, and people are urging others to not go to white businesses. And others are tracking white people down and beating them. Come on, man. Quick break.
You're listening.